When you have a high stress environment or a high stress situation, there's always this challenge because scientifically it shows what happens to our minds. Imagine you can view this much, and then before you know, because this amount of stress, you're only able to see this much. And that's why in that high stress environment, you have to have a level of training and a level of exposure to the worst case scenarios that allows you to not have to get channeled into that stressed environment. And so that's what some of the training that we do in the military, some of the training we do in the aviation world, it helps us to overcome some of those challenges. So it minimizes where we have to place our thoughts in that moment of stress and challenge and high anxiety. But beyond that, I would say in what I've seen and experienced is that when you put constraints on people, it changes how your mind works. It changes how you process the environment. And so anytime you're in a constrained environment, we have to step back and go, wait a minute, let's take a pause if we have the ability to pause. And let's think about it. Are we forgetting, now that we've gotten into that smaller window, are we forgetting all these other things that are out here that we ordinarily would be thinking about, but because of the stress, we stop thinking about that? So we have to take a pause and realize maybe we need to assess the situation in totality. Once we are able to assess the situation in totality, now we can go, wait a minute, there actually is more available to us. There are more tools and resources. Now let's go ahead and access those tools and resources to solve our problem. And then sometimes in that high stress environment, those high stress situations, I realize that I can't think as clearly individually, but collectively, you might think something different than what I'm thinking. And I have to rely on you for us to solve this problem together. That's where that teamwork comes in. That's where that high performance team comes in, for us to be able to actually rely on each other, take care of each other. And you're going to think differently than I'm thinking because your stress is different than my stress. And together we can overcome the challenges of this high stress challenge that's right before us.